So, imagine ISIS or Al Qaeda, the cartels, the Hells Angels, any criminal organization that results or terror organization that results to violence and extreme blatant violence. Being able to literally get into your phone like it's nothing. Okay? And not just get into your phone, but access the camera so you have your phone and they can literally just watch you, access your microphone, access all the data that's in your phone. I mean, how many of us probably have our whole lives in there? It's so funny because not that long ago, I made a funny TikTok about don't look in my notes app. Like, that's where all the secrets are. I probably shouldn't even be saying this, but it's not high level secrets. It's just snippets of my life, let's say, okay? Like outside of journalist Katarina, just me. Um, Nothing that would be incriminating, probably stuff that would just be a little embarrassing. But beyond that, we know that the phone is basically the holder of everything that happens in your life and goes on in your mind. People are so intertwined with what's happening on their cellular devices and what they store on there that if the wrong people had access to all of that data and information, they would, in a way, have access to that whole person's life and brain. Now, let's get into the drone stuff because everyone keeps asking about this. I see that there's this huge appetite to learn about how the cartels are using drones and anti-drone tech. And so the CG&G and the Sinaloa cartel have both weaponized commercial drones. They basically modified drones to drop C4 explosives and fragmentation grenades, which and typically when they're doing this, they're targeting either rival cartels, so it's like a like blatant warfare between one faction and another or complete separate cartels fighting for territory, but also they're doing this against Mexican military, special forces, and police. So when you see those videos, and I post them quite often about, okay, there's like this conflict, enfrentamiento between cartels or like criminals and law enforcement, that's when these drones come into action. They also come into action when they are trying to set up law enforcement. We've seen this happen before where they're called on an operation, and because radio transmitters or any sort of telecommunications have already been intercepted, these bombs, these drones are ready to go in, attack, do their job, and these special forces or military units are showing up to a location that there is nothing there other than a complete setup by the cartels. So, actually, in Michoacan in 2021, CJ&G used drones packed with explosives against police forces, and 2 officers were injured, which is, I guess, like best case scenario. And then in 2023, Sedena in Mexico intercepted encrypted CJ&G drone manuals titled Manual de Vuelo de Drones de Combate. Literally, it's a manual for flying combat drones. Oh, brother, I don't know what to say to that. Now, cartels are also actively building or buying jamming equipment to disable law enforcement UAVs and drones. You'll see, like, if you guys have seen before, basically, drone blockers, it's kind of just like a shield. It's held up. We'll insert something for those of you who have never seen this before. And the cartels now have access to that. Okay? This is what's so interesting too, because when I talk about things like this, it always sort of leads me to draw that comparison of just how much modern day cartels mirror that of textbook modern and historical examples of terrorist organizations from anywhere around the world. Because this type of adaptation and expansion is textbook terror groups. All right, in 2022 in Zacatecas, local police reported the intermittent disabling of surveillance drones over cartel zones, sorry, likely caused by GPS spoofing jammers sourced online or built using Russian or Chinese manuals. That's again another point that's important to keep in mind, is that it is not just this one country working alone. There is absolute international cooperation, which is allowing these criminal organizations to expand beyond imagine. Because without the help of these Chinese or Russian groups, I don't think there would be so much access, such widespread access to such high level technology.